Kathy Tran. I represent the 42nd House District. And simply put, I trust women to make decisions about their health care and their bodies. And today I stand proudly with Governor Northam, Lieutenant Governor Fairfax, Senator McClellan, and so many of my colleagues in the House and Senate, NARAL Pro-Choice Virginia, Planned Parenthood Advocates of Virginia, and Whole Women's Health, and many others, to make sure we continue to fight that women have the freedom and dignity to make their healthcare decisions without any interference from politicians. I introduced House Bill 2491, the repeal law, to lift medically unnecessary and unduly burdensome requirements for women to access abortions in the Commonwealth. This bill removes hospital requirements on clinics and providers, laws that mandate informed consent, a combination of mandatory ultrasounds, biased literature, and the 24-hour waiting period, and additional doctor requirements for late-term abortions.
I just wanted to thank the governor and his team. They have signed on to prioritize the two bills that we talked about today, the Repeal Act and the Reproductive Freedom Act, that is part of the governor's priority legislation.
So we have a lot of work to do, and as you know, I do support the repeal bill. We need to get rid of these onerous pieces of legislation, and we also need to make sure that we put in our code that women are the ones that should be having the choice to make regarding their reproductive health care.
As abortion providers, we believe that everybody deserves dignity, deserves respect, and that our patients should be at the center of their own healthcare decisions. That's why we fight harmful anti-abortion laws, and that's why we support legislation like this. Virginia could and should do better. Passing the Repeal Act is the first step, and we are proud to be here with our allies to support this act today.
Unfortunately, today, about an hour ago, the Senate version of the Repeal Act died on a party line vote. So we continue to fight, and we will be back next year to make sure that the Repeal Act passes. Thank you.
But as we saw in committee this morning, in order to really truly protect women's rights and their reproductive freedoms, we need a pro-choice majority in the General Assembly.
So when we can't change people's minds, we need to change seats.
In 2017, Virginia elected 3 pro-choice statewide state elected officials, 15 new pro-choice delegates, and this past election elected 3 pro-choice congresswomen.
I started my political career here in Richmond in 2008, and ever since I've been here, I have been fighting against the anti-choice legislators, the anti-choice pieces of legislation.
And so though we had some setbacks today in committee around this legislation, please be on notice that when we come back for our next General Assembly session, it will be a very different outcome because we will have more allies in the House and in the Senate.